Welcome back to Good Morning LaLa on Wealth Wednesday. We talk about success, entrepreneurship, all the above. And this week is the Daytime Emmy, so we're so excited to invite Terri Ivens in here with the Bay. She's an actress, mom, all the above. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm an author, Buzz.
Yeah.
You're a buzz all around town this week, right?
We try, right? Otherwise, you just sit and hope that people ask you the right questions.
So last year, of course, you were nominated for
Yes.
your role with the Bay, and you did this reenactment that you put online of, oh my God, I saw that. It was hilarious. Tell us about the moment when you found out you were nominated.
Well, I was overjoyed, and my dad is battling multiple myeloma, and he's been struggling with it, successfully struggling with it for numerous years. Anyway, so last year he was going through a downslope, and I carried him with me the entire Emmy week. And when you found me on the carpet, all of his words of wisdom just started popping out of my mouth, and I believe that's what you are talking about, right?
Well, we have a look at that interview.
Oh, you have it.
We do. We do. Let's take a peek.
See you here.
I know, how fun, huh? This is my first nomination.
Congratulations. How are you feeling?
I feel so fun. Like,
You're not stressed.
no, I mean, there's 2 other girls from my show that's nominated in the same category. So we've got, 3 and 5 chance to bring a trophy back.
I mean, the Bay has 15 nominations this season.
Crazy.
That is crazy. What did you do when you found out you were nominated for the Emmy?
Oh my God. I was jumping up and down. I called my dad, and my dad was laughing. I mean, and he was like, I'm so proud of you. And it got to a point to where I literally was going to cry. And my dad goes, oh, I'm so amazed that you won. And I'm like, no, Dad, I was nominated. And my dad's like, anyways, so, and I'm not even joking.
You already won. You've got an incredible community. So what would you say to somebody out there? They're going through some hard times in the industry. What would you give them? What advice would you give them?
My dad said, if you can make a living doing whatever it is that you love to do, that is success. So no matter what it is, if you love doing it, that's fantastic. Because so many people wake up every morning to some dead-end job that they get stuck in. So don't be that. Do what it is that you love to do.
Wow, that couldn't have been better said.
Beautiful.
That's your it's your speech right there.
Right there.
You won already.
I did. I won because I have an amazing family.
Both on and off screen.
That is so true. The Bay family rocks it hard.
So let's talk about that. We've interviewed some of the Bay family, Christos and Gregory.
Yes.
What is it like to work with them?
It's horrible.
It's painful.
It's painful.
watching right
No, are you kidding? It's just been a playground, and that's what I call it. Every time I come to a set, it is a playground, and we get to play with the most talented people, having a blast. I mean, I don't know what is better than to make believe in your daily life that you get to be something else, somebody else. You get to have different opinions. You get to see things from every side when you do character analysis and study. So for me, it really opens me up to be a broader minded person and not to be so on just my own personal beliefs, whether they be religious or political, but just really see everyone for who they are. Because no matter what position you take, the other side is just as passionate and has a lot of right reasons of why they feel that way too.
So true.
Right? And what I notice is that so many times people will argue and scream their opinion, not to convince you or I, but just re-embed it for themselves.
Experience themselves.
Right, so when I get on that high horse like I am now, I try to take that step back, right, and take a breath and just let it all soak in so I can be restored, that I can give back.
So true. So I have a question for you. I've never thought of this question, but as someone who has studied acting, who you are an actress, do you look at people out there that aren't acting, you go, if you just tweaked your character a little bit, you'd be a little bit better in character?
Yeah, I should probably say no, I never do that. But I'm harder on myself than anyone, but I do. I judge in my mind.
How could you not?
I do. I'm just like, oh, put the hair there. Oh, don't do that. How many times I've counted people saying the word on camera.
You become more conscious of that the more that you do TV work. Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's true.
No and no, you know.
I do it all the time.
I did that very intentionally. Tell us a little bit about your upbringing.
Well, my dad was a rock drummer. I toured with him until I was in the 5th grade. My stepdad is also another world-renowned jazz drummer. Apparently, my mother had something for men who could keep beats. A little rim shot. So I grew up in the entertainment business. I am following in my family's footsteps. I am very lucky to have complete support around me in every facet, whether it's those emotional breakdowns that I say make me a better actress, or, you know, the joys. A lot of times I find that people are not as happy for you when really good things happen. And that's a huge lesson that I've walked and learned. So I tend to not share a lot of the good stuff because I don't want to make someone else covetous or, I don't know, any of the things that maybe I would feel like when Jade won for Best Supporting Actress and she comes back sitting right next to me going, here's the trophy. And I'm like, that's mine.
That is such an interesting thing, though, because so many times, especially in Hollywood, we're afraid to really shine, to really celebrate even the small wins, because it could create some sort of negative effect or bad energy or karma or juju. And so we tend to overprotect. We tend to put boundaries up, and really then it isolates us.
It does. And you know, it all comes back down to pride, ego, right? If we are feeling, you know, oh, no one really cares, or oh, I don't need to walk the red carpet because I won't be missed. Really, that's false humility, right? We're trying to cover up for our own inadequacy of just being able to stand on our own 2 feet and know that God created me today, and today I have breath and I have a word to say.
So what is it, the word that you want to say? What is your mission?
I don't have a mission. I just want to be a good person. I think that's for all of us. If I can just 1% more every day, if I can just give 1% more in whatever area that I am trying to better myself in, even if I fail half of the time, next year, this day, I will be over 100% better in that avenue, right? And whatever it is.
So true.
Cheers to that.
Right? This is all the buzz, right?
That's
so speaking
the buzz.
of, tell us a little bit about your book, The Buzz.
This came from wanting to encourage young kids. This is like my lead character is 13, so it's a coming of age. There's 4 more books that are in the works and making. I'm working on number 2 right now, and I wrote it really for my daughter. She was 10 when we started, and I wanted her to have a footstep that, God forbid anything happened to me, she could see, okay, here's a way, here's a roadmap of what not to do.
That's beautiful.
Right? Because I think kids learn better by what not to do than when you can tell them, oh, you should do this, you should do that, right? But if instead of, for instance, punishing your kid because they didn't clean their room, one time when they actually do it on their own, be like, oh my God, you're amazing. And that accolade, that's what they're starved from us.
That is
right?
a miracle, actually.
So
that is scientifically proven.
Yes.
Yeah, to give positive attention to the desirable behavior,
Right.
not negative attention to the undesirable.
I mean, you do need to point out the negatives when they're there, but I found a way of doing it so it puts the empowerment into the reader so they can learn, okay, maybe I won't make that choice.
So interesting. You have a locker on the front, which first thing I think about is that in junior high when I got my first locker and being so nervous.
Oh, yeah.
It was like a really nervous thing. You were really so.
What
yeah.
were you nervous about?
Yeah,
Or?
but I don't know. Just
you
was
had
that
some
time in
paraphernalia
life.
inside the locker?
You're going into like a new chapter in your life. It's like a whole. Everyone's usually coming to a new school. It's very nerve-wracking.
Yeah, well, I've got a great locker story. So my daughter was starting 6th grade, and they wanted to decorate the inside of their lockers, and I'm like, oh my gosh, now I do it up. Right? So we got wallpaper and all this stuff. We did it. Okay, so the next day, first day of school, all of a sudden she's calling me going, Mom, I can't open my locker. I'm like, wait, what? I had wallpapered it shut.
Oh, wow.
Shut up.
So the first day of school, she had to carry all of her books
Oh, no.
I totally put her at disadvantage. She was already nervous, and now she's like, I don't have a lugger. And then she had to wait like all day for the janitor to come.
It's
And I'm like, how is he
traumatizing.
going to get it open? So apparently it's not the first time that some outrageous parent decided to light up their kid's locker.
Overachieving in every way, aren't you?
You clearly have given her almost a GPS for life. What has she taught you?
Oh. She teaches me not to take myself so seriously. She teaches me that really the world revolves around her. I remember we were doing a soap talk in Hawaii, and it was the first time she was a toddler, and it was a great family reunion for me because my mom was born and raised in Hawaii, and all of my aunts and uncles are there on the islands. And I didn't, for the first time, I mean, I'm sitting next to Lisa Renna, too. She's gorgeous. I wasn't thinking, oh, my makeup. Oh, there's my lips. Do I need powder? I was like, where's the baby? Where's the baby? Right? And it was so refreshing that finally I came to my senses that it's not about me. And, you know, I'm more content. I'm able to deal with depression and anxieties and failure and rejection, which just floods my industry, our industry. Right?
True. Being a parent it puts a whole new perspective on all of it.
And I
right?
don't think everyone should be a parent.
No,
Touche.
definitely not. Yeah.
You know, it's a big, big commitment. And
Huge commitment.
And I wish that they would do more parenting classes, like mandatory, like marriage classes should be mandatory.
Yeah.
I mean, those are the two biggest things in the world. They make us go to school for how long to be a lawyer and a doctor, but get married and have a baby, just go knock yourself up.
There's no rules. There's no guidelines. That's
It's a
for
miracle
darn
that
sure.
we're all sitting here.
It's so true.
Congratulations again on the incredible success of the Bay. We look forward to celebrating with you at the 46th Annual Daytime Emmys. Tell everyone where
Absolutely.
they can find and follow your personal journey.
Oh, I am at Terri Ivens on every medium because my family name is dying. Isn't that sad? So I can get it for everything. So it's just at Terri. We have no boys. So this will be.
It lives on with you. You're creating a beautiful legacy.
Right. I said I wanted to be a
Thank you so
household
much.
name.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.